Daniil Medvedev has admitted the world number one ranking wasn't on his mind when he crashed out of the Miami Open with cramps and dizziness. The 26-year-old needed to reach the semi-finals to regain the top ranking from Novak Djokovic but fell to defending champion Hubert Hurkacz in the quarters. Medvedev became the first man outside of the Big Four to sit atop the rankings in 18 years when he ascended to the top of the rankings at the end of February but occupied the world number one spot for just 3 weeks before handing it back to Djokovic. He had the chance to regain the ranking by reaching the semi-final of the Miami Open with the Serb unable to compete over his unvaccinated status but fell at the final hurdle on Thursday. After battling from 2-5 down in the first set to force a tiebreak, the 26-year-old was ultimately defeated by reigning champion Hurkacz 7-6, 7-6-3 in the quarter-finals as he looked a shell of his usual self in the latter stages of the match, doubling over between points. After guaranteeing Djokovic would remain the top-ranked male player, Medvedev admitted he wasn't thinking about the ranking race and was instead struggling with cramps. "It was more important for me to win than to become number one," the US Open champion said. "I saw it more as a bonus. I don't feel tight because of this. Honestly, I played a lot of matches in which I had different types of pressure. This is not something new. I do not think that nerves played an important role in this." Instead, Medvedev thought his poor performance was down to the dizzy spells and cramps he was experiencing in the Miami heat and humidity. "I didn't feel good during the whole match," he explained. "It happens. I don't know the real reason. Maybe the heat. I felt dizzy, tired. This was a long match in which I could no longer serve. I had cramps in the locker room, so it wasn't easy physically. All this is part of the game." Medvedev's next chance to gain ranking points will come at the Monte Carlo Masters, where reigning number one Djokovic will also be back in action for just his second tournament of the season. After crashing out to Dan Evans in a shock round of 16 loss last year, the 34-year-old will have plenty of points to gain from the first Masters 1000 of the clay court season. But Medvedev himself has few points to defend in the clay season, on notoriously his weaker surface. "I am going in the right direction, so it is good," he added after his loss to Hurkacz. Speaking about his struggles during the match, the 26-year-old also produced one of the quotes of the year when he made a strange analogy for how he felt on the court. Explaining his cramps, Medvedev said, "It was good advice to stand up, because I was like sitting down, really tired, and then suddenly every muscle just went cramp, 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 cramp. I was like a fish on the sofa.